welcome to your tarot reading for this time frame, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Pisces placements, but if for some reason this reading isn't resonating for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. You can book a pre-recorded reading on my Etsy shop, or if you want to do a one-on-one live reading, you can shoot me an email. But without further ado, let's get started on your reading, Pisces. So today we're going to be tapping into your energy and what you need to know at this time. So keep an open mind because anything can come through in these readings. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull what's at your center, what's your challenge at this time, your overall hope, your supporting energy, your recent past, and what you need to know. Okay, so your overall energy, we're getting the Two of Cups. Your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. Your overall hope is the Four of Wands. Let me put them more centered. Your supporting energy is the Six of Swords. Your recent past is the Seven of Swords. And what you need to know is the Lovers. And I did see this in the pre-shuffle, so it's coming up again. Love when that happens. Just means it's a message that definitely needs to come out for you. And bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Okay. Pisces, so this definitely feels like a strong soulmate connection. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be. Could just be someone you have a strong soul connection with, a soul contract with, is what I'm feeling. Okay, because, I mean, this could be a twin flame for some, an intense soulmate contract as well, because you have the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers. So take it as it resonates for you, but I do feel like it could even be a karmic contract too. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Just fit it how it fits you. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this Four of Swords in the background energy is that you had to pull your energy back from this person, this connection, because it does feel like it was getting really intense. It was getting too much even. Okay, it kind of feels like smothering. I don't know if you live with this person or you've been with them for a long time and maybe you're just needing a break from them, especially if you live together, is what I'm feeling with this Four of Wands. But what I do like is that you're trying to take a step back. You need a breather because you want to come back stronger. You know, some people usually, if this is romantic, they usually break up when the going gets tough. But I think for you, you're making a wise decision of just wanting to take your energy back a little bit so that you can make some decisions on your own and not so codependent on this relationship, because this does feel codependent as well. It feels like with the Two of Cups at your center that this person is your life, they're your overall energy, and I feel like you're wanting to do things more independently, and that's why you're taking a breather. That's why you're taking a step back. Excuse me, I'm just letting the downloads come in as I scan the cards. Yeah, I feel that your partner could be, or this person, it's a marriage for a lot of you, or just like a long-term relationship. But this feels that your partner could be, and I'm starting to choke on my saliva as I'm speaking, so I don't know if this is like a uncomfortable topic for you, or maybe it's hard for you to express yourself to your partner because their feelings get hurt so easily. But what I'm feeling with this Four of Swords is that when you take your energy back, when you pull back, it's not because you don't love them. In fact, it's because you love them and you don't want to end up resenting them later on. So you taking a breather and taking that day for yourself, that time for yourself, is so that you can focus on you as well. And they may take it personally, your partner may take it offensively and think like, well, you just don't want to spend time with me. But that's not true. You just also want to recharge. You could be an introvert and you just need a lot of alone time to recharge. And maybe they're extroverted and they don't understand that. I'm getting an image of a golden retriever and a cat. So yeah, your partner could be like a golden retriever. You could be a cat. and you're in a relationship trying to mesh well together, and it can work if you both put in the work. But I do feel that with you having the Four of Swords here, this is you just wanting to take a breather for a second. You love this person. It's not like they're going anywhere. You don't want to break up with them, I don't feel, but you just need some time apart because it feels like it's always you and them. You're always doing everything together. And make love, not war is standing out to me. So again, I feel like you're not someone who likes to ruffle feathers. You don't like to really have arguments and confrontations, but sometimes you do have to make war. You do have to kind of cause a little bit of chaos in order to get your point across. You can't always be so passive either. There has to be a balance of passiveness and aggression. So I do feel like they are at your center right now because this is currently the issue at hand for you. For example, this relationship. The challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is you sort of contemplating, thinking of how it is that you're going to communicate with your person, with your partner, and you're not really sure how. You could even be procrastinating by just letting the days go by and maybe thinking like, oh, I'll tell them tomorrow. I'll tell them tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and then it just never happens. I will have to clarify this Seven of Pentacles, but I'm going to go through each card first. And then your overall hope is the Four of Wands, which I do love because I do feel like just because you're kind of feeling a little bit smothered in this relationship doesn't necessarily mean that you want to break up with them. In fact, you feel that this time apart from each other is going to help the relationship. And I do feel that is true. So I feel that you want to rebuild your marriage, your partnership, your relationship so that you can be a better partner. You want to keep your home intact. You don't want to break your home apart, especially if you have children. You don't want to give your kids another broken home. Maybe you grew up in a broken home. That's why I said another. So I just channeled that. I didn't mean to say that, but maybe you grew up in a broken home and you don't want to give your kids one also. So you want to make it work with your partner. But I feel like I'm getting drawn back to the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're losing your patience because maybe your partner isn't being that understanding to you, that you need space. So I do feel like you're feeling a little bit irritated, a little bit frustrated that it's always you. You kind of feel alone in this. Even though you're so embedded in this relationship with this person, you feel alone because you feel misunderstood by them. So your supporting energy is the Six of Swords. So what I'm feeling here is that when you do decide to have an honest conversation with them, it'll actually be better than what you expect. It'll actually help you move past this little hurdle that you're currently in. But you have to be honest first. And I do sense that it could be a little bit uncomfortable. It's definitely activating the throat chakra. So I do feel that you're going to have to move past it, but you can't move past it until you confront it and talk about it. And then you can get through the stormy waters. Recent past is the Seven of Swords. So I do feel like I'm starting to get like a tight throat. So again, I do think you do have issues with the throat chakra where you struggle to communicate authentically. I feel that it's a fear of hurting other people's feelings. And you could be an empath, and I know Pisces tend to be empaths, so I completely relate to that. So I'm not judging that, sometimes you withhold how you really feel so as to spare someone's feelings, but it is doing an injustice to you. You are deceiving yourself, you are self sabotaging yourself when you do that. And I feel like it's catching up to you. All these seven swords could be like all those little white lies you've said just to spare yourself or other people from actually feeling that discomfort of being honest. And I feel like right now you're being tested. See, there goes my throat again. I feel like right now you're being tested to be honest, to be authentic, and it does feel a little bit uncomfortable for you. You've gotten used to sort of like lying to yourself or lying to the other person to not hurt their feelings. And it's catching up to you because you're getting frustrated. It's getting to the point where you're like, I can't do this anymore. What you need to know is the Lovers. So I do feel like, again, here, strong soul contract, strong relationship. But with the Lovers, there also is a little bit of codependency. It's like we're always doing everything together. It's like matching tattoos. Oh, you got that? I'm going to get it too. Or you're going to do that? Yeah, I'll go with you. So I feel that right now, the biggest thing that's coming through for you guys is to be a little bit more independent with your time. And I do see you trying to do that with this Four of Swords. This is you definitely taking a step in the right direction. And your partner will understand if you're just honest with them. I feel like because you haven't been honest with them, they don't really get it. They're not really understanding your point of view because all you've shown them is a point of view that is built off lies. For example, okay, if especially if you struggle to say no and set boundaries, when you start setting those boundaries, it's gonna like upset some people. It's gonna make them think like, well, where was this behavior before? Why didn't you do that last time? And that's where you have to tell them, because I didn't know any better and now I do. And I feel that your partner, if they really do love you, they'll understand. But you have to make them understand. They're not going to be able to read your mind either. Okay, so let's clarify some cards here. I'm feeling, what am I feeling drawn to? Okay, let's clarify this Two of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Wands. You're so exhausted, Pisces. I feel like you do everything. You're carrying this relationship on your back. And it's very, very subtle, but I do notice how the feminine energy is like slightly extending more than the masculine. I don't know if that's intentional, but I can notice it sometimes. So I do feel that, regardless of gender, it does feel like someone is putting in more effort than the other person. And it's becoming a burden. It's heavy. It's a lot. Okay, yeah, Ace of Wands, you're missing that excitement. I feel that you have hit a little bit of a plateau in life, a little bit of stagnation. I feel that you're a little bored with the Ace of Wands here. It's like you're wanting to spice things up again. If this is a marriage or a long-term relationship, it does feel that the sex life has gotten a little bit boring. It's dwindled down a little bit and you're wanting that excitement again. And that could be what changes everything. If you're able to get that back to a healthier place, that could change everything. But I think right now, I don't know if maybe you're both under a lot of stress. Maybe there's just a lot going on in life. Maybe you both work, especially if you have kids, it's not that easy. But I do feel like you're missing that excitement, that spark, that passion in life. So again, that's something you have to talk to your partner about, because if they don't hear it from you, they're not going to really understand you. They can't read your mind. Okay, let me clarify the Seven of Swords now. The Chariot, yeah. It's time to get into your boss energy and be honest with yourself, Pisces, and not fear being honest. I feel that there's a fear of being honest. Maybe in the past or growing up, when you were honest, people would shame you for it, or people would like guilt trip you over it. And it's time to not care. It's time to just say your truth without fear of judgment, without fear of what the other person's going to say. Just deal with it as it comes. I feel that you're gaining your confidence again. Okay, and then let's see what this Lovers is all about. Seven of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like there is a little bit of trouble in paradise right now. I feel that you and your partner at this time are at odds. You want one thing, they want another. You guys could be like arguing a lot. Could be a lot of little petty arguments, but that's just because you've waited so long to really be honest with them that at this point you're just fed up. So like any little thing that they do is going to bother you. If they didn't shut the fridge all the way, if they didn't, close the lid on the milk right, like little things like that are just going to piss you off right now, because I think you guys have been together for so long in each other's business that now anything's going to kind of trigger you a little bit and set you off. So I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's obviously underlying issues that need to be addressed, and you know what it is. You have to just be honest about what it is. You can't sugarcoat it anymore. You can't run away from it anymore. Okay, we have Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel that you have gotten used to being more on your own, even though you're so attached to this person. You guys have a life together. I do feel like you're starting to, like I said, take a step back with that Four of Swords and be more mindful of what is important to you. And that's a great start. And I think that's what sort of set this path for you to discover why you really need to be honest with people. That, and it starts with you being authentic to yourself. Okay, Pisces, so let's go ahead and get some Earth Alchemy oracles. See what else we get. Ooh, we're getting beautiful sunflowers. Crazy lace. A gate is a stone that is coming forward, and then we're having play. Yeah, exactly. More fun, jokes, and laughter, please. Exactly. Exactly. And it's falling next to the Ace of Wands. And this Ace of Wands is giving me sunflower energy too. So yeah, I think you're just missing excitement right now, Pisces. So if you are in a relationship and you don't want to break up with this person, you definitely have to express to them that you want more fun, you want more jokes and laughter. Because I do feel that for a lot of you, that is the reason you're with this person. Because when you both first met each other, you guys could have been really goofy with each other. And then life happens, and we get a little bit more serious as we grow older. But this is kind of telling you to go back to that inner child energy of playing and having more fun. And I think that's all it is for a lot of you. I think you're just bored and you just need more excitement. Bottom of the deck is Garnet and Ladies Mantle, Womb Healing, Sexual Power, Sovereignty. Okay. The sovereignty is taking me back to the Chariot, where I feel like this is you gaining your power and confidence again to speak your truth. But sexual power and womb healing. So for a lot of you, there could be some sacral energy that you need to work through that could cause you to maybe feel unworthy of a healthy sex life. Okay, this is getting a little bit more X-rated, but yeah, not to go so deep into it, but again, this would be like a really good personal reading to tap into for somebody. But I do feel like with womb healing here, a lot of you maybe don't feel that, because, okay, it's all coming together. This is very sacral energy too with play here. Also solar plexus, but play just feels like the sacral energy, like the creativity, the sexual desire, right? The passion. And when we don't have that, when we don't feel worthy of it, our life starts to dwindle down. Our life starts to get boring. It starts to get black and white and the color is missing. So I feel like a lot of you do need some womb healing, okay, if you're a woman watching this, because I feel that there's a part of you that could feel unworthy of like a fun, exciting life. And that includes a healthy sex life. Okay, so take that as it resonates for you. And then let's just finish it off with the fortune reading card. Beautiful. You're getting luck. You're right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So yeah, things are going to get better, Pisces. So long as you're speaking your truth, being authentic to you, your wants and needs, everything's going to get better. Bottom of the deck is Mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Yeah, so this has been a very challenging time for you. It does feel like you've gone through a lot, and that could be part of the reason why you have withheld a lot of truths. Maybe you didn't want to hurt people because you were already going through a difficult time. But with it saying remain cautious, I do feel like you also have to be aware of when to be honest with yourself and others. Okay, because that's the big theme that's coming through for you guys here is expression and being honest with others. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Pisces, at this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.